and welcome to another live watch along with Swaino. Swaino's got his Jaffa cakes. Swaino, how are you feeling today? You feeling positive? I'm feeling positive.
I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling actually quietly confident for the first time since about 1997. So yeah, it's a good feeling, which it often precurses a massive failure, but I don't think that's going to happen today. I think we'll put in a good performance. So fingers crossed, Joe. Fingers crossed.
It seems like a winnable game, doesn't it? Again, I'd probably take a point, but I think as long as we keep knocking up the points, it'd be great. But a win today and a couple of results going our way could be massive for us. We could actually, step away from that fourth bottom place and put a little bit of daylight between us with what would be 5 games to go. So really hope we can do it.
And you mentioned sort of about pulling away from other teams. There's some interesting ties today. So Cov are away at Bournemouth, Forest are away at Bristol City, Derby are at home but against Norwich, Rotherham are away against Huddersfield, who lost about 20-0 in the week, but that's interesting. And Wickham, who are still not down yet, they're at home to Luton, but that's an interesting one. Oh, and Sheffield Wednesday, they're away at QPR. So there's the potential for results to really go our way today. So it'll be interesting to see how those pan out as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think the main thing is we just got to do our job today, and then if results do go our way, then that's great. But I want to see a couple of goals today, so I know I'm getting a bit spoiled. I don't know about you. I'm seeing good performances. We see a good 0-0 against Brentford. We've played some really good teams. We're up against Stoke. Let's see a couple of goals. I'm just excited. I'm very excited, and let's have a look at some of the comments we've got. Jaffa Cakes locked in, victory imminent from Buddy in the back. Jason says hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, mate. Get your predictions in, by the way. Brummie Jack says, hoping for a 3-1 win today. Another Jack says a 3-0 prediction. He will get it correct soon. I think you're probably going to be my dad's been trying to predict 4-1 for about 4 years. So
your dog's there, Joe.
He is. Hello, dog.
Hello, doggy.
He wants to go out. He's had enough. He's had enough already.
That's a Jaffa cake. Blue Nose Jay wants a Jaffa cake. There you go, mate. You can have a Jaffa cake. Can I just say, I've had 2 pre-match Jaffa cakes, which I never do, because obviously my body's a temple. So that's either going to be brilliant or I'm just going to get fat and we'll lose. But anyway, I'm on the 3rd Jaffa cake, and why the hell not? Joe, shall we talk team news?
Yes, so there's been 2 changes today, I think. We've had Seddon in at right back for Riley McGree. So, he's gone for a more of a naturally, defensive player in Seddon. And who else? Hogan's struggling a little bit, isn't he?
Hogan's not in the squad at all.
Lico's
in. And
again.
So I just going to say, quite interestingly, Prieto is not on the bench, and Conor Truman makes a surprise return.
Maybe
I'm sure, but just kind of interesting.
Yeah, probably trivial, but I think I think it'd be good to see a bit more of Seddon. I think as well, he's utilising the squad well, I think. But also Lico, just he had that one chance at the end of the last game, didn't he? And he could have put it away, he could have squared it. He was unlucky, but I'm hoping he can actually get his first goal for Blues, get some confidence. That's what I want to see today. And let's see if he can really prove himself and show that he cares about what he's doing, and he's
you're right. And he can be a big asset for us. At the moment, I think like a lot of other people have been really unimpressed, and he's a bit like Bambi on ice, grubbing around with the ball, losing the ball. But in that first half last week, we saw some real potential there. Second half, he dropped like a stone off a cliff. But there is potential there. And, Bowyer does know him. And we need to utilise as many players in the squad as we can, especially like today, for example, Hogan injured. It's time for him to start delivering. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Let's see if he can get a goal or an assist or something.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. I just want to see, a good performance from him as well. Like we've seen that he's sort of had a bit of a boost in confidence since Bowyer's come in. We've seen him he just looks a slightly different player. He's not a world beater. He's not. But he looks like he's a bit more up for it now. You know what I mean? Whereas before he was just a passenger.
Yeah. And that's a liability, to be honest. Every time he came on, it's like, pass the ball. ball.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, pass it. He dribble, lose it. Dribble, lose it. So at least he's passing it a bit more.
Yeah. Very frustrating player.
Just into current matters and the old let's get our feed sync together. At the moment, I've got a shot of the referee wandering around, touching himself. What have you got?
Yep. So have I.
He's about to blow the whistle. He's just looking at his wrist. We've got a shot of Lee Bowyer on the side.
I think we might be bang on.
That's never happened.
Hold on. I'll tell you when it. Okay, now it's cut.
Yeah, it's cut. Yeah, I think you might be a millisecond behind, but we've got. There we go. We've got the spot come up. Got the team come up. I think we're bang on, mate.
I tell you what, this has got to be a good sign. We're pre-synced. This has never happened. This is something that's never been seen before in the history of Brummie Joe live streams.
This is amazing. This is quite. I mean, we're going to be able to. I mean, obviously, we're still about 2 years behind everyone else, probably, but not too bad at all. They're kicked off.
Yeah, we're bang on. Who needs to stream? We're not like these other streams that have to sync up and oh, what minute are you on? Oh, what minute are you on? None of that. None of that, mate. We are pre-synced.
Well, I tell you, mate, we are. We're on fire. Like right now. Oh, he's lost the ball. Do you know that was brilliant? That was proper Lecco. He had the ball, and then he lost it.
I didn't even see it. I was too gassed that we got the...
I thought I'd perhaps bring us back to the actual game because we're both terrible for that because we end up going off on a tangent. I have got though, just in case things get boring, if we end up with a turgid game, I got given this a while ago, the Mammoth Football Quiz Book. So it's got 3,000 football questions in there. So if things get bad, we'll resort to that.
Lovely.
Okay.
I don't think I've no one on there. Frankie says, I'm always behind. Let's go through some predictions. Avi says 2-0 or 2-1. We're getting a few 2-0s in here. BCFC Holland with 2-0. Don Max says, give Lecco a break. Yes. Yeah, I mean, we're all hoping, wishing the best for him. And he has.
I think to be honest, who's it who said that? Give him a break. No, I'm not having a go. It's just that I think when we signed him, I was really excited. I thought, great, we've captured someone who's got real potential. But he just, let's be honest, he hasn't delivered in any of his games really. And he would come on. He didn't pass the ball. That was the problem. He was trying to keep it. I think he was trying too hard to impress. And so now that Bowyer's coming, who knows him, we definitely saw an improvement last week. So no, I absolutely want him to succeed. I want all our players to succeed. San Jose, everyone. But he just needs a bit of confidence and a bit of proper coaching from a manager who knows him. So no, we're behind him. We are behind him.
Yeah, exactly. And it's only been a few games as well, hasn't it? Once Lecco gets his first goal, he'll have loads of confidence. Hopefully so. And he's still young, so let's see what he's got to offer.
Yeah.
What else we got? Coventry already conceded, apparently, which is a good sign.
Flipping heck. That is good news.
All whipped in here. Oh God.
It's quite a frantic start at the moment. Blues have had a bit of possession the first couple of minutes, but Stoke have just been on the attack now. It's a bit of a helter-skelter, ding-dong start to the game. A bit scrappy, but a lot of charging around at the moment.
We have
to be expected.
And in the league, hello. We've already gone above Coventry as it stands, so we're now 20th place. We're at the dizzy heights of 20th place in the league. It's good to see. Let's hope. I mean, if we can get a win, let's say we actually got a win, we'd go above Derby. We'd go above Derby today. And so
it's interesting actually because we've sort of compacted the league a little bit now. If we get a win and others don't do so well, then we will start leapfrogging teams because we've been playing a bit of catch up. So it's now in these final 6 games when if you win, I don't know, a couple, 2 or 3 games out of those, you are looking at safety potentially. So obviously depending on everyone else, but it's good. We're in a much better position. It's just now these 6 games are the ones where we've got to
hold on.
What?
There's a Mark Roberts throw-in, guy.
It's the first one of the day.
Let's go. Right.
So
that's
if you watch
one.
Hold on. In it goes. Header.
Got on target. Okay.
On target. But if you're watching the Brentford watch-along we did, It was in the second half. Joe decided to draw a lovely picture of Mark Roberts, complete with a leg like a flamingo, bending the wrong way. And we decided that we'll count how many of his long throws he gets in each game, and we can work out the ratio of success. So in that one, there was one throw, and it was technically a shot on target, would you say?
Yeah, I'm putting it down as a shot on target. I'm actually counting every single long throw in. So that resulted in a shot on target. So far we've got one long throw in, which has resulted in one shot on target.
Superb.
So we're going to see how we get on today. If we get a goal, happy days.
Happy days. So at the moment, yeah, it's again it's pretty even. I'm not really seen a pattern to the play yet. And formation-wise, I didn't actually. Are we playing 4 at the back today? I didn't even look. Sorry.
I think it's 3 at the back, and then you've got the wing backs again.
Oh, okay, right.
So basically, I think it's the same way we played against Brentford, really.
Right. Yes, that's right. Yeah. I mean, McGree was a left wing back, and who knew that? Actually, I mentioned this to Joe in the week, but Riley McGree, of course, is going to be playing for Charlotte in the States, and I mentioned Riley McGree's performance, so Charlotte followed me on Twitter, which was quite hilarious. I just thought, I hope they didn't see me taking the mick out of them on the live stream.
I love that they've already got a Twitter. Fair play.
Yeah, they've got about 30,000 followers. It's amazing. Bit of news we've been seeing in the chat here a little while ago. Cov have equalised at Bournemouth.
Oh, God.
Which is A, shocking. There you go, Daniel. Is it A, shocking, and B, quite a response. Yeah, that's, credit to Cov, but we don't want to see that, do we?
Adam says long throws are League 2 level. They are, I suppose, but it's what it is. It's just basics, isn't it? Any way to get the ball into the box. Bowyer doesn't want to faff about. He just wants it in the box. Try and get it on Duke's head. And the more often, it's a numbers game with him, isn't it? The more you can do that.
It's a bit like why short corners should be illegal. Kick it into the box. I hate short corners. And no matter what, you watch Real Madrid or you watch like the Spanish national team, whoever play, short corners invariably go completely wrong. And all the fans are going, for God's sake, just get it into the box. I hate short corners.
Boo.
Boo, Spencer. What are you doing on here, man?
How you doing, Spencer? Let us know. It'd be good to know what you think of the performance throughout the game as well. Gary Gardner's picked up the ball in midfield here. Lico is trying to turn around. He's got about 4 players around him, and he's made a successful pass. Let's go.
You need a chart for that now. Every time Lico does
I don't want to count that, no. Duke's handballed it there. He went...
I tell you what, though, didn't he look a state? Which was it last week or the week before when he was like bleeding from every orifice? Duke, wasn't he? He looked like he'd been in a car park fight outside a pub. Yeah, he was a proper warrior. I was very impressed. He got a bit of stick, but I don't know why, because he tries really hard. I think he's a cracking player for us, regardless of his overall abilities and performances. He works really, really hard. So we've got Elliot, who's a Gillingham fan. Well, I hope you're enjoying the Blues v Stoke game. I think it's Gillingham fan.
Are Gillingham playing right now?
I don't know.
Let us know, Elliot. Let us know.
Let us know, Elliot. And can I just say that's incredible multitasking. If you're watching a live stream of the Gillingham game or listening to commentary and watching us, that's superb. Well done. Credit to you. Admar Productions says, good afternoon, chaps. How's the game? The game is pretty even at the moment. It's a lot of up and down, a lot of hoofing, and not a lot of quality. It's a lot of charging around at the moment. It hasn't settled into any real pattern just yet, but plenty of energy from both sides.
It's probably what you'd expect from Birmingham City versus Stoke. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's probably the way I'd describe it.
Yeah. I think that's, Now Etheridge clears it well.
You, by the way, guys, if you do get a chance to like the stream, share it amongst your friends or whatever. If you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitch, wherever you are, give it a share. It helps us out loads. And we had a really good stream last time around. I think got like 9,000 views on it in the end, which is incredible for a stream.
Wow.
So it's all down to you guys. Like, if you're enjoying the content, let us know by hitting that like button. Subscribe if you're new as well. And maybe even live, we could hit 13,000 subscribers today. I'll have a look how far away we are, but it is all very much appreciated. And make sure you go and follow Swaino on his socials as well.
Thank you very much.
Swaino, here you go.
Thank you, Joe.
Swaino on Twitter and anywhere else. Swaino on YouTube. What is it?
On YouTube, my YouTube channel's a bit dormant, but I am going to be resurrecting it in the new season. I'm going to be doing something, so you can. But I've got lots of cracking old videos from the last couple of seasons. Quite a few away day vlogs and stuff, including actually I've also got this very fixture from 2 years ago when Jude Bellingham scored his debut goal.
Another throw-in. Another throw-in.
That's another one. And not a shot on target.
Nothing.
Long throw.
Almost missed that one. Okay, so far we've got 1-0 and 1 in a shot on target. But actually, I might have another thing, which is actually counter-attacking and conceding. Oh, God. I don't know whether to have a new category, which is shot for the other team. Because that's what that one resulted in, technically.
This is just going to be basic. This whole live stream is just going to be like a spreadsheet with all of your latest random things on, like number of times Djukovic has fallen over in agony and stood up looking like an old man, which is usually about 6 a game. It's
like me getting out of bed in the morning. It's the same vibe.
Have you ever noticed if you're watching the game, when they do close-ups of the advertising hoarding, all of the electronic bits are all sort of smacked in where they've been hit by footballs and not replaced. Yeah. So everything looks really tatty, much like the rest of the ground.
Oh God, what are you doing it for?
Oh, someone mentioned League 2. That was a League 2 save. That was almost a camp type save. That is. That's terrible.
Really, really is.
Yes, you did nearly score, Elliot. Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, because Etheridge is still, he does some world-class saves, but some of his decision-making for high balls is a little bit questionable.
Yeah, that was very, very odd.
Yeah.
It was like, it was like the action was as if he was going to punch it, but he sort of fell on it like that and like flapped at it.
Yeah.
Really strange.
I never think it's a good idea to change your mind mid-save, is it? Or,
no.
The ball, you've got to go for it.
But he'll do that, and then in a minute he'll do some world-class diving save.
Yeah, exactly. Or save a penalty or something. Just looking around the rest of the football, there's nothing else that I can see at the minute score-wise, but Swansea did win 3-0 away at Millwall earlier today, so a bit of a hammering for Gary Rowett's men there.
Yes, let's have a look at what the chat's saying. Swaino, if you got the Jaffers, he's got the Jaffers.
I've had 3 already, Lemon. I've had 3, mate. I've only got that many left, but I have got some more downstairs. I'm not going to eat all of those.
There you go. Everyone's asking.
Brentford have taken the lead away at Preston, 1-0. There you go, John.
John, I'm Joe. This is Swaino. Nice to meet you. We just watch the game and talk about it. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're having a good day.
John, on that picture is somewhere quite posh.
Hello, mate. Hope you're good. Thank you very much. I will be good if Blues win. Or maybe even if we draw. It's a nice day. It's the weekend. I'm feeling relaxed. Yeah. Let's go. I just want to stay up. Let's just stay up. That's all that matters. 1-1 in the ball. We haven't actually given our predictions, Swaino.
Sorry. Point. Oh, yeah. I think 2-0 to Blues, actually. I'm really quite confident today. What do you think?
I'm going to go 1-0 Blues.
Okay.
I'm feeling confident, but I don't think we never win a game 2-0. It's too easy.
Yeah, no.
Oh, there's another long throw. I didn't even notice that one. Okay, that resulted in nothing.
Yep. I need to concentrate on the game, really. I've not been watching properly. Oh, there's a few 3-0 and 4-0s to Blues. I think that's a little bit over.
Yeah, we've had 3 long throws. One resulted in nothing. One resulted in a shot on target, and one resulted in a shot for Stoke. So far so good.
And obviously, Djukovic is in pain and doubled over, as he is in every game. I think he got clunked on the back of the head there from one of the Stoke players. Literally, Djukovic is in the wars every single game I've ever seen him play. There's never a game where he doesn't get wearily to his feet and look about 73. But he's
I know.
We're all right.
Conan, back to the keeper. There we go. 15 minutes played. It's pretty chill at the minute. There's not a lot going on. Yeah, it's not the most exciting game in the world. I don't know what I was expecting really, but let's see what we can do. Harley Dean's bringing the ball out of defence now, and a good little hoof overseas. Is that Duke out on the wing? That's what I like to see. Go on, Duke. Oh.
No, it's still in.
It gets in.
Header. And Gary Gardner's taken one in the engine room, I think, by the looks of it. Has that got him in his gentleman's area? I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know.
It
looks like it. Yeah, it does look like it. Stephen says 1-0 or 2-1 to the Blues. That's what we're looking for. George needs to get his head looked at, mate. 4-3 Blues. Come on, mate. Come on.
Joe, Gareth Stacey's got a question for us.
How are you doing? Both question to you both. How you doing both? Question to you both. Who would you play, Lecco or Bella? Well, up front. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Actually, like, I don't know. I guess Lecco's more of a natural striker, isn't he? But
it comes back to what we said the other week or last week when I pointed out. I said that Bella hasn't actually played for the last 3 or 4 games, has he? He's not come on at all. No, Sanchez has been injured, and I think he's on the bench today. No, Bella hasn't been injured, but he's not been playing. Well done, Lico. He's doing well.
Lico again. Lico doing well. Can he get the ball in, though? Can he get the ball in? Get on side, mate.
Lico. Oh, he's offside.
He's just stood offside. He was just stood offside.
Yeah,
I literally said it before he got the ball, but I was like, "Get onside." He just stood there.
He just stayed there, and then that was a bit. He needs a bit of intelligence, a bit of finesse about him, doesn't he? Because I think there's definite ability there. Thing is, isn't he like 22? He plays more like sort of like a 17-year-old or 18-year-old, or like a youth player who's got promise. He needs a little bit. He really does need a bit more finesse and a bit of concentration, I think.
I just think it's just like he's just trying too hard. Like he's doing like just to get. I think he's trying to do the fancy stuff without having the basics right. You know
exactly. Yeah. Which is why he keeps trying to beat the whole team and doesn't pass it. Which is. It's admirable he's trying, but he's got to think it's a team game. There's no point trying to take on 3 players when you're not going to get past them. You've got to pass the ball.
I think there was another example. Like he looked all right, you know. He created a bit of space for himself. He played it off to Colin, I think, and then he just stood there. Like he didn't make any movement. He didn't make the defender try and think about anything. He just stood in an offside position.
And then he was offside.
When Colin knocked it for himself, which he was trying to run onto his own ball, he was like, "I'll have that."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Kieran, well, thanks, Kieran. Says Bet Swaino was a baller back in the day. Reckon he could still do a job in Bowyer's side now. Well, I was actually rubbish at football, but I always used to play like central defence or defensive midfield, and invariably when I played, I would get sent off. Just because I was really bad at timing tackles. And I fractured a guy's leg. Well, I say guy, boy, I think he was 13. I was 12, 13, playing in a youth game, and I fractured this boy's leg, and his parents weren't very impressed. I felt really bad. So, I was a baller as far as like fracturing people's legs, but not actually as in skill. But thanks for the compliment. Appreciate it.
Just not sure if Swaino or Martin Taylor there. Really.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much the same, mate, but I've not broken anyone's leg. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, it was only a hairline fracture, so apparently it wasn't that bad, but it didn't go down too well. Hi, Daniel. Hello to you.
Hello,
Ben
mate.
says injured. Apparently so, because did he take a knock in the game? He didn't, did he?
I can't remember, but he's not in the squad, is he? I think he's got. No. He must be a little bit, because I mean, you'd have him on the bench, wouldn't you? Place of the whistle.
Oof.
I'm gonna say there. Hold on, the dog.
Sorry, Joe, you were saying
look at the dog. Look at the dog. He's looking at me. He sat there staring at me like, "Are you going to open the door?" What?
And now looks at the door to say, "Yeah, this. I want this opened. Open this."
Can we go downstairs? Want to see Mum? Can we go downstairs?
Whilst Joe discusses letting the dog out with the dog, I'll let you know we're on 19 minutes. Just got 19 minutes here. It's 0-0. It is a pretty scrappy game. There's not a lot of quality at the moment. Neither side is forcing it, which is okay. You know, it's all right. It's one of those ones that says it's got 0-0 written all over it. I don't think so. I think there's goals in this. Hopefully for Blues, but at the moment, yeah, could go either way. But Daniel reckons 2-0 to Blues, like me. So let's hope we're right on that one.
The dog's name is Morty. He's still staring at me. I'm going to go and let him out. I'm just going to grab a drink as well, and hopefully we don't score or concede. I'm going to be like 2 seconds.
All right, mate. I'll cover for you
while I'm away.
Yeah.
Discuss.
What? I can't possibly do San Jose. I mean, come on. That is actually, he raises a good point though, just about San Jose, because you know he played for Atletico Madrid, so clearly. And I think he was a Spanish national player, wasn't he, as well? But clearly a very talented player. Came to Blues as Stoke have a corner and seems to sort of go downhill quite rapidly. But that said, so did most of the players and the team as a whole. Stoke with the corner. So I'm not sure. Corner comes in, it's high, and you're going to get a shot on goal. Ooh, and that was a bit of a miss. Or was it a corner? I think it was a diving. A couple of Blues players look like they're a bit injured there, but no, I think it was just a miss. But yeah, San Jose, he just plummeted really, and he looked really mercurial when he started, and then he ended up being, I won't call him a donkey, that's disrespectful, but he ended up being really not very good. But Karanka just loved him, obviously, you know, being Spanish and stuff. I think he sort of admired him, but he hasn't featured at all, has he, since Bowyer's come in? So, and I'm assuming he's not injured. So yeah. Bit of a weird one, that. I'd like to see him still get a game or two when needed. I'd like all the players to get a game or two, because we are going to need to rotate like we're doing today. But at the moment, it seems that the defensive four that we have are doing the business. So Bowyer doesn't want to disrupt that. Blues pushing up the field. There's a lot of ball in the air, a lot of heading going on, which is always indicative of not a great game. But Stoke are trying the long ball, the through ball, the route one. And that's not working. In the comments, Lemon says he was in the national team. What did Spain need? Someone from the park. Hello. We'll stay at this year, Rich. What do you think Bowyer will look to strengthen in the summer, embargo notwithstanding? Yeah, good point. That embargo story, it's not been developed since the Daily Mail reported on it last week. But it seems to be true. And this is... a little bit.
Wasn't there? I saw an article. I didn't read it in the end. I was at work and forgot about it. But there was something about Bowyer made some comments about the whole situation, and I think it's like, not that he's aware of.
Yeah, he sort of just, it's that whole thing. Well, it's off the field. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm not really. He said that's right. He said the board. No one's talked to me about it, which isn't entirely surprising. Yeah. No. So he said no one said anything. So, I mean, there's not a lot he can say anyway. They always ask him these questions. It's like, well, I can only control what goes on the pitch. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. We were just talking about San Jose, saying that he sort of tanked, as did most of the players, but he seems to have tanked more and he hasn't featured. And Cameron mentions Clayton looked all right and then went downhill fast. Yeah, he became a bit of a scapegoat for everyone, I think, Clayton. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how good or bad he really is, because I've only ever seen him be not that good and then get worse at Blues.
Yeah, and again, it's under Karanka as well. But I mean, sometimes you're a scapegoat, and then sometimes you're just not very good. and then it's just
harsh, yeah.
But I know what you mean. Like we always have one player that we like to sort of pin the blame for everything on. But it was very frustrating. And again, it's one of them. It's really weird at the minute because you've got Adam Clayton and Friend, and Friend does feature more, but it's almost like you've still got, you've broke up with your girlfriend and she's left some of her clothes there, and they've not quite. You don't know what to do with them. You can't throw them out because she might want them back at some point. So they're just sort of there.
We always end up breaking up with your girlfriend analogies for football. It's quite worrying, really.
It's a good analogy, though, isn't it?
It's a cracking analogy. I love it.
You're just like, they're just like, it's more like their pets, and they just haven't. They haven't got it back.
And it's also like it's like something you find on the back of the sofa and go, I've forgotten about those. What are those things? Oh, Adam Clayton, I've forgotten him. What's he doing down there? Adam, what are you doing? So, yeah, there are players. The only difference is what we want to do is we actually ideally want to be able to call upon them to use them. So it just depends. If they really are pants and they're not getting in the team on effort, then they're not going to feature.
I think George Friend is good cover. Good cover for me.
Yeah, he's a good player. I like George Friend. I think he's a really good asset to the club. I think he is. So, but yeah, I mean, San Jose probably an expensive luxury who's not really delivered at all since the first few games. And Adam Clayton,
we've got another long throw. Did we have anything when it was away?
No, we didn't.
Okay, we've got another long throw. Long throw number 4. What is it going to be? Get your predictions in. Nothing. Shot on target goal. I'm going for a counter attack goal.
No, well, it was nothing. Now there's the thing.
Oh!
Nico!
He's offside.
Gosh. And it was offside. Can I just say, Joe, that wasn't actually a Mark Roberts long throw.
Yeah, he even deceived us with that.
Okay, here's the question, guys. Should Lico have done better? Because it was straight towards the keeper. He should have, ideally head it down and all that kind of stuff. But
I mean, it wasn't even a shot on target. You first of all, he was offside. Right? Stay on side. The guy's born offside.
Oh, I see what you mean. From just now.
Like,
yeah.
So he was offside. He didn't even get it on target. If he did, it would have been straight to keeper. I know heading is not going to be his like key attribute. You know what I mean? But it's disappointing. It's disappointing, man.
Yeah, I think again, I can't speak to people. He should have headed it down.
He should have been onside.
Yeah, he should be, and he should have been onside.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at positives. That was a shot on goal. Okay, it was offside, but that was pressure. That's the closest anyone's come, apart from being offside and hitting the bar. That's the closest anyone's come to scoring. So, yes, that's better. But it's not a classic by any means. Lico is a liability. Yeah, you see, I don't know. I mean, he has been, I think, but yeah, Bowyer got a tune out of him, definitely.
That's it. Like, can you see a bit of confidence from there? He did that, Lico, and credit to him. I've got to scratch one of my long throws off. He did that, and to be fair to him,
hold on.
He chased the ball. Oh, come on, I've just scribbled it out.
What? No, he's going to do a long one now. Or is it going to be a short one?
No, it's going to be a short one. He's giving up. Oh. He's only on the halfway line. He could have got that in.
What's that all about? Sorry,
you busy? Norwich.
No.
Someone cover him in the middle. Oh, how is he?
They're in here.
No! He's offside.
He's offside. This is the game of offsides.
That was dreadful defending. Right, let's look back at this. First of all, Hardy gives the ball away. Absolutely no. Okay, first of all, what is he doing there? Second of all, Robert Pedersen and Sunjic both try and tackle him and get turned.
That was calamity.
That is just a comedy of errors. Hardy Dean just no. Where's your head, mate?
Oh dear, they turned us over.
He tried to play a 5-yard pass and just got stolen off him. Like, put your. He needs fucking.
Do you know what? Stoke deserved to score there, huh?
He needs some wing mirrors, man.
Yeah. That was Karanka type defending. That was terrible.
We got away with that one. We got away with it. Okay.
Ooh.
Another stat. I'm going to challenge Blues Breakdown now. I'm going to be putting out stats left, right, and centre.
That was really. Do you know what that was, Joe? Lack of concentration.
I should do the stats for like BBC Sports.
You should.
I've currently got away with it 1.
And also, Joe, those graphics would look great on the telly, drawn in biro on a pad. That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a throwing. Come on, man. Look at that.
A flamingo.
That's a great drawing. I should be an author.
Brilliant drawing.
Illustrator.
You need to wrap. If you get 13,000 subs, you need to award that as a prize to someone. You can send it to them.
We'll do that. We'll do that. If we get 13,000 subs on this live stream, I will send someone a personalised portrait of their profile picture.
Wonderful gift.
We are currently on 12,933, so quite a way away.
Fair way.
We need 67. Quick maths.
Meanwhile, back in the footy, I think Stoke quite rightly got their tails up. Oh, lovely turn!
Oh God,
they're turning our players pretty easily now.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, our defence looks pretty dodgy at the minute. Sonny's getting away with it again. Win that head. Colin got beat there by who's that? Cluke. Who's that? I don't know. It is. But
I don't know.
You got beat far too easily there.
Can I just point out? Has anybody seen Halilovic actually on the ball doing anything? I think he's hardly touched it, has he?
I saw him once and he nutmegged someone and lost the ball.
Yeah, it's a very, very unconvincing performance from Blues. Actually, do you know what? It's a little bit, a tiny bit nervous, a bit lacking in confidence. You know, like when we were under Karanko every game. There's a little bit of hint of desperation about our play. I think we need to calm down a bit. But with that,
Cov losing again.
Don't you agree? It all looks a bit,
Yeah, I mean,
around and
I've said this in the week. Basically, we've come up against a lot of teams where we're not expecting anything.
Yeah.
And now we're in a game where, we can actually get something here, I think, or and we're looking nervous because we've got expectation now.
Exactly.
And Bowyer under at Charlton, he'd get results against the top 6 teams, but when it came to teams around him, it was a bit more difficult. I know these are sort of mid-table, they're up there, but I just don't know. And
well, no, you're right. It's like we said under Karanka. It used to be that as soon as the expectation was that we'd win, we'd panic and we'd lose. So, like, as soon as we went up in a game, a goal up, we'd panic. If we were playing against teams we should beat, we'd panic. And with other teams around us losing at the moment, today we absolutely it would make a massive, massive impression if we got a win. But at the moment, Stoke definitely look like they're feeling much more comfortable, much more confident. And Blues are rattled. And to be honest, I think we just need to get to half-time and Bowyer needs to change formation or personnel. Yeah. Header cleared easily there by Blues. But yeah, there's not much happening from Blues side. And Halilovic, really, he's been almost completely absent.
Hello, speaking of.
Halilovic now.
Hello, he's got the ball. Has he won a throw-in? He's gone the other way? No. Yeah, it would have been good timing. Yeah, not sure what we need in this situation. No Hogan. We've got Lecker up there. What's our bench looking like?
We've got the usual defenders. Is Seddon on the bench? Now, here's a question. Actually, that's a good point. Sam Cosgrove hasn't started. We hadn't got Hogan, and Cosgrove hasn't started. So is that just because he hasn't had match time that he's not played with the team much and want to risk it? But he's an out-and-out striker.
The thing is, he's in the mould of Duke. You know what I mean? So it's like you have him and Duke up front. It feels it's like just not mobile at all. Just two lampposts up front. Like Lico at least gives us a bit of pace, doesn't he? Yeah.
QPR are beating Sheffield Wednesday 1-0. Norwich are beating Derby. Bournemouth are beating Cov. So it's all good, apart from at St Andrews, where it isn't. Well, it's not terrible, but we're not making the most of the other scores at the moment. And it is very much looping crossing from Stoke.
Oh God! I tell you what.
Offside.
There's a lot of offside. I should have counted offsides today. I think there's
a lot of offsides. That often tells you it's a bit of a poor game because players are just not able to keep themselves on side, and both sides struggling. But definitely Stoke are in the ascendant.
Wednesday, 1-1 now, according to chat.
Oh right, oh god.
I'm gonna set some notifications for the scores because I don't want to look at it in case I see our score.
Oh yeah. So we've got 34 minutes gone. It's Blues 0, Stoke 0, and Blues really living a little bit dangerously and offering almost nothing up front. And I think it's safe to say we're missing Scott Hogan today. His hold-up play has really improved in recent games, and he's been a real threat. So without scoring, but he has really been a threat and helped us push forward. And we're missing that today. But also the midfield. I think Stoke's midfield is dominating really quite easily, and Sunic and Gardner not having much of an impact. And Halilovic, hello, it's almost like he's not on the pitch, which is a bit disappointing. There's Bella's on the bench and Sanchez. Now that could mean we might have a bit of a change maybe in the second half. That could be quite a shift because those haven't played for a number of games. So will that happen, do we think?
Well, Swaino, I think this is where we see what his sort of game management's like. You know, we've had times with Karanka where he's set up well and then the game changes or something's not working and he's just stubborn or he doesn't want to change things or he's scared to. With Bowyer, it's time to think, okay, like looking at this, we need to change. We need to have some sort of threat because not looking good at the minute. The best we can hope for is a draw. Or do we leave Duke up top? Do we take Lecco off? Do we go to using Bella and Sanchez? Because that's the weapon we've got available to us. We've not got Hogan on the bench, so that would be the attacking option, wouldn't it?
And exactly. And the thing is, say if you bring Bella and Sanchez off, do we take a striker off? Because Bowyer's played with two up top for every game, hasn't he? He's not a single striker, so. That would be quite a radical change. But that could be an option, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how he feels. I think he's inclined to stick with two strikers, though. I don't know.
I just think you make this. You've got to make the system fit the players as well, haven't you? So what have you got to lose? I guess as well. If we go 1-0 down, for example, then he might be forced to make that sort of change. Because his only other option is then bringing on Cosgrove, who, let's be honest, he's not going to do anything. No,
exactly. Yeah, it's a concern at the moment. We've just watched a whole series of constant pressure from Stoke. Balls coming in, ball bobbing around in the area. Blues. It's really quite alarming, and it just looks again, like I said, like Karanka sides when Blues were nervous and fragile. And we look very fragile. And Stoke, really, if Stoke just keep plugging away, they are going to score. If we can get to half-time 0-0, I'll be very relieved.
Brentford, I agree. I'll be relieved with that. And we can sort of reassess things, give them a team talk, give them a kick up the arse. Brentford 2-0 up against Preston.
Yep.
They, after only 35 minutes, couldn't score against us. So, QPR 1-1 with Sheffield Wednesday. I'm just putting my things on. Here we go. So I'll have a little look at the table. Bournemouth beating Coventry. So, even a draw here could do us well if results like that go well. Because at the end of the day, every game that passes by where teams don't gain points on this is a positive thing.
Yeah, because at the moment, we go above Coventry on 43. We're level with Derby on 43 and only a point behind Huddersfield on 44. So, if we get the win and the result stays, if the result stays there and we get the win, we'll go up to 18th, which in the scheme of things is hilarious. But in reality, that's a massive difference. So,
tell you what, mate, don't write off Wickham either. 1-0 up.
Well, this is it. Exactly. Wickham only 2 points behind Sheffield Wednesday. So it's now when we've got to start capitalising when other teams are losing. Ball coming in for Blues, keeper gets it nice and easily. And that's a bit of a worry. Again, we're doing just hoofing the ball in again, a bit like when Karanka was boss. I'm not saying we're back to Karanka time. I'm just thinking the players seem to to be playing without a lot of confidence and hitting high balls into the box for Dukey is not really going to work against this Stoke team. So yeah, I think get to half time if we can at 0-0 and Bowyer, as you said, Joe, to make some brave changes either then or soon into the second half, because it's not working at the minute.
No, definitely, mate. Let me have a quick look. What was the reverse to this?
What's what?
The reverse fixture. What was the score?
Shall I try and find out for you?
Let me have a look. I think I've got it here.
You'll get to it much more quickly than me.
1-1.
Oh, right.
Okay, I thought we got beat. Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, Lico now down in the corner. What will he take his man on? No, he's lost the ball. Oh, that was, and someone said, we were having a go at Lico, but that was pretty feeble to lose the ball like that.
Right, Swaino.
Yeah.
Swaino, I'm sick of this. It's time for a question out of your book.
Okay. All right. This is for everyone. Now, obviously, you can cheat and go onto Google, and other search engines are available, such as DuckDuckGo, which is the one I use. I'll try. Give me a minute because some of these are really, really hard. Like questions from 1949 and stuff like that. Oh, God. Which is just before I was born. So, Joe, in fact, do a bit of a chat and comments, and I'll find a question.
Okay, Mark Roberts dealt with that quite well, actually. Absolutely nothing from Blues at the minute. There's just nothing happening in an attacking sense, and I think a change is needed. And I tell you what, who was that? What was that? Bowyer? I think that might have been Bowyer with a cheeky touch there.
What's it?
Yeah, it was. The ball came over to him, and then he did a little Rabona touch.
Really? Get him on! Get him on!
And he didn't even bother. And it's another long throw in. We got Mark Roberts here, and I think this one is going to go in the box. So I'm putting it down. Right, what is going to come from this? Nothing. Shot on target or goal. I'm going to say nothing. If he goes short again, I'm actually going to be short.
It's a short one.
He's gone short again. He's done the same thing though. Oh, back to Roberts. He's going to hoof it in.
Nice.
That's a great ball. That's a great ball.
Yes!
Yes! We love a short throwing. We love a short throwing. Yes. I mean, what do I do with this? What a header by Duke. And let me tell you, that cross was sublime. I was saying nothing was happening. I don't know how we're going to get a goal. And Mark Roberts is like, I'm sick of taking throw-ins. Let me go short and I'll get it in there with me boot. And Duke was there to put it away. And that is classic
of a cross. Oh, that was and Djukovic doing what he does best. Rose like an actual salmon. And boom, into the back of the net. His face looks like a football that's been kicked in by a load of youths. But there he was. And Mark Roberts, he said, no, not the long throw, but yes, the long cross. What a beautiful curling effort that was. Like an eagle taking flight over the mountains in Sardinia. It flew, and there was Djukovic, the salmon rising from the stream, the blue stream, and bish, bash, bosh, back of the net. Poetry in motion, Joe. Poetry in motion.
Really, that was poetry, mate. And oh God, Stoke here. Oh my God, I thought.
I think you heard the whistle.
I didn't realise the rest of
Did you think everyone just thought, oh, I can't say that?
I thought he just was letting it through his legs.
Yeah. So look, he must have heard the whistle, really. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did hit the whistle. But
Blackburn won, and can I just say, Roberts is the way he delivers a ball is ridiculous. Like he's a better crosser than anyone else in our team.
Beautiful,
beautiful. Seriously, unbelievable.
Gotta say,
what are we worried about, Swaino?
Mate, I'll tell you what, we scored a goal. That means only one thing.
Oh, God, I forgot to change the scoreboard.
No!
The face!
Yeah, change the scoreboard, Joe.
Oh, it was going to take me a minute. I'm in Photoshop.
It'll be 1-1 by the time you get to change it, but never mind. So, Djukovic, 42 minutes, the assist from Mark Roberts, and that's about the 200th offside. Was that offside or was that a throw-in? No, it was a throw-in. But yeah, very much against the run of play. So for the Stoke fans who are in watching this, sorry, that was against the run of play. There we go, 1-0. But you've got to take your chances, as the cliche goes. And to go in 1-0 up is quite astonishing. That goal from nothing. But Djukovic proving his worth again for the doubters and the haters.
Yeah.
There's no one who heads the ball better in the Championship than Lucas Djukovic.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, the delivery was perfect, and he, we had the one chance before where Lico had that header, and Duke was like, "Let me show you how it's done, mate." Like this.
Yeah,
it was perfect. You just saw it floating over, and you were just praying. You couldn't quite see it on the telly, and you were just praying it landed on Duke's head, and it did. And you just saw it bounce, and there's not a lot of power on it. He sort of killed the ball, but it was placed perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
It was a beautiful flight, and it curved around the defence, didn't it? And between the defence and the keeper, it couldn't have been better. And he was on the back stick, knocked it across, superb, an absolute belter. And to be honest, I think we say it's not one we deserve. We haven't played well enough to score, but we played well enough to take advantage of any chance that we get, and we did. So that is so much better than I could have hoped for. 1 minute of extra time as we go into the end of the first half, and a really surprising 1-0 lead for Blues. Happy days.
Perfect. Guys, what are you... let's have a look. Mark says, I demand a Tommy Cooper impression. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Tommy Cooper is? Are you serious?
No, I don't. I'll probably recognise. Do the thing. And I'll know.
Just like that. Tommy Cooper.
No
idea. Look over here. Look over there. No ball. Lucky fair. Seriously, what is wrong with you, Joe? How can you not know Tommy? I mean, I know you're but a child, but bloody hell, he's a comedic legend. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's why the Fez is... I'm going to have to send you a photo. I'm going to find a photo of Tommy Cooper. Anyway, at half-time, because the game's still on. Blues are sort of attacking, and it's all nothing. So that's pretty much... That's it.
I mean, mate, I would have beat your hand off for it's half-time now, 1-0, Duke in the 42nd minute, and I did not think we'd be sat here at half-time 1-0 up. What are your thoughts on that half?
My thoughts on the half were, very, very scrappy game. After Stoke really picked it up, they looked very dangerous, and I thought that that there was a goal that was disallowed, and after that they really sort of realised, we can do this. Blues looked very fragile, really not very certain, not much of sort of cohesion. It was really very messy and scrappy until the beautiful flighted crossing from Robertson and headed in by Duke. So I think on the sort of play of the game, we don't deserve to win. But that said, if you got a chance, you take any chance you can get, and we took it. So we deserve it on that front. But bring on the second half.
Defo, and it was needed. No Scott Hogan, Lico not very good, so we were relying on Duke today, and he did what he does best, didn't he? That's it's beautiful to see. Guys, what are your thoughts on the first half? Let us know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already, and if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't already. Lee Bowyer needs to... Oh, yeah. Wow, funny.
He's got a bit more hair than me.
Hopefully the goal will have done that, and he can just sort of say, again, 42nd minute, Stoke will be gutted after that, and they'll have to change their team talk entirely, because they probably would have been going in thinking, listen, we're going to win this game, we keep it up. And now, well, it's got a lot more difficult because you're at home. Can you imagine again at St Andrews? Would that be 3 in a row if we did it today?
I think it would. But I'll tell you what else I can imagine is that if that was under Karanka at half-time, he'd bring on San Jose and Friend. He'd take all the strikers off and try and defend 45 minutes. That won't happen. But it will give Lee Bowyer a bit of a thought as to how to change things around at half-time. But I still think that goal aside, all of those issues we said are still there. We're not attacking enough. We're not composed on the ball. We're not controlling the midfield. And Stoke are playing around us a lot of the time. And an equaliser will come. So he's going to have to make changes, I think, whatever happens.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Defo. But good first half, and oh god, it has annoyed me. I've had to scribble off the. Oh, I've got to scribble. I keep scribbling off the long throws. There's only been 3 long throws in that first half.
Oh, that's the problem. It's not enough.
I'm just going to say short. I think there was 3 and 1 goal.
Thanks, Avi. Now, whilst Joe's doing that, would everyone like the halftime quiz question?
Go on, then.
You can cheat, but if you cheat, then you cheat. There's nothing you can do about it, but I wouldn't. Okay, so which 3 England players have made international appearances while playing club football with Sampdoria in Italy? Now, one of them we should all know, as Blue Noses. So, which 3 England players have made international appearances whilst playing club football with Sampdoria in Italy? And I'll give you a clue. One of them was a Blues player. Obviously, not a Blues player, but he's playing with Sampdoria because he was a Sampdoria player. Yeah. And Des is straight in. It was Trevor Francis. Played for Sampdoria. There's 2 other players. One had a forehead a bit like mine. Let's see if anyone knows it. Trevor. Yes, Mark Stewart's got it. It was David Platt.
Nice.
Good call. It's a tricky one, this. And there's one more. And Des Walker. Well done, Rox. You got it, Rox. You got it. Whether you cheated or not, I don't know. I'm assuming you didn't, and you're a genius. So yeah, it was Trevor.
Defo cheated.
No, I'm sure he didn't cheat.
I'm judging off the profile picture. He's googled that.
But he's correct. Google is correct as well. So well done. I'll have another quiz question at the end of half time. Meanwhile, Joe is going to give his summary of the first half and how he feels Blues have played today compared to their previous performances.
I think it's been a tricky one today. It's not been as easy as it. It's we've struggled. Let's face it, we've struggled to actually create chances. But we fought on and we actually gave up with the long throws, it seems, reverted to the short one. And to be honest, that short throw created our 2 main chances. We had when Mark Roberts didn't take a long throw, basically. They're the only 2 chances we had. We had the one where Colin whipped it in and Lico was just offside, hit the crossbar. Yeah. Second one, Colin got closed down a bit quicker, played it to Mark Roberts, put in a peach, Dukey 1-0. So it's actually nice to see us changing things up and finding different ways to get the ball in the box, but it is basic stuff. But
yeah,
I don't know if that was something that was maybe instructed during the first half or something, but it's clearly worked. I think we've got away with it on 1 or 2 occasions, and it's definitely not been our best performance this season. No. But I'm saying that we're 1-0 up.
I think that's a good point, because that's something that we don't often get. We don't play well and then we still lose, and to be not playing well and be in the lead is quite unusual. So that hopefully that's a good omen. But I think I really, really want us to play better in the second half, because if it's the same as the first half, then Stoke is surely going to come back at us. So it'd be interesting. It'd be really interesting to see if he makes any halftime subs, or if he just changes things around, maybe formation a little bit until he makes subs later in the second half. Be interesting to see what he does. But I guarantee San Jose won't be coming on.
Well, that's the thing. We've got to see what the second half looks like now. They're gonna have to open up a little bit, and that could actually play into our favour. Obviously, we've got to be tight. We can't be making defensive mistakes. We've looked a little bit shaky at the back. I think Bowyer will be having words about that, 100%.
Yeah.
But could be an opportunity for Lico to sort of counter. And again, we've got players on the bench. I don't think we'll be likely to see Sanchez and Bella now that we're 1-0 up. I'm not quite sure what changes he could or would make, but we're gonna have to see how it goes.
Yeah, because it's interesting how Bella and Sanchez has been injured, but Bella just hasn't played. And and before Bowyer came, he was often our most dangerous player.
Yeah.
admittedly, he couldn't do a lot because he was crossing balls in and there weren't people there, but he was our most sort of creative attacking player. And he's not kind of fitted into the formations that Bowyer's been playing, which hasn't been to the detriment of the team, but it just makes you think he's a really good player, Bella. He's got he's a real creative force. How is Bowyer going to incorporate him into the side as and when he does? Because he's surely not going to just not play him and Sanchez for the rest of the season.
I think he will find a way. But I think today we're probably more likely to see something that's a little bit more of a very subtle change, like Cosgrove on late. I think we'll probably see early on into the second half, like Harper coming on for Halilovic, that. Maybe tightening up the midfield a little bit, making it harder for them to break through us, but not going full Karanka and putting 6 at the back or something. Like that,
I think
coffee, by the way.
Yeah, I might do. I'll tell you what I will do. You know me so well. I'll leave you with this one. And again, don't cheat. This has got another Blues connection. Okay, so this is the correct one. Yeah, in March 2007, the Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper hit a long punt upfield, which bounced over the head of his opposite number in the Watford goal and hit the back of the net. So goalkeeper scored direct from a...
What year, sorry?
2007.
Yeah.
2 goalkeepers were involved. One of them was a former Blues keeper.
So what? And the teams were?
There's Tottenham goalkeeper punted it, went bounced over the head of the Watford keeper. Who were the 2 goalkeepers in that game? One was famous Spurs keeper. Another one is, I suppose, a famous Watford keeper. But one of those goalkeepers is a former Blues keeper.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it
already.
Paul Robinson.
Correct, Amundo. Ben Foster and Paul Robinson. Not Hart. No, good guess though. Paul Robinson and
I remember that.
Ben Foster.
I was trying to think about it because I had it in my head. I don't know if Tim Howard did it as well, didn't he? I think.
Yeah, and who did it? Who did it at Stoke? Didn't there was a Stoke game where goalie did it?
It was one of them. It was where it's proper windy.
Yeah, I have to say, I've got to just say before I get my coffee, the worst goal I ever saw conceded by Blues, not through like a mistake, was at Filbert Street against Leicester. I was in the Leicester end because I've got relatives who are Leicester fans, and it was raining and sleeting across the side of my face. It was behind the goal. It was -3, sleeting. It was a terrible game. Cast iron sky, dreadful. And they had a corner and hoofed it in. It hit the crossbar, skidded, blew across the top of the score, dropped down, and then sort of blew in and fell into the goal, and they won 1-0. And it was, and I had to stand and cheer because I was in the Leicester end. I'm going for a coffee. See you in a minute.
Oh, more days. Oh God! Right. Well, Adam Begovic, loads of people. Oh, it was Begovic, was it? Thank you. Look at all the people in the chat. Begovic. Swaino, where's the Jaffers? Swaino, get the Jaffers! Don't know if you can hear me. Andy Marriott is by far the worst goal we've conceded. Not seen that. You'll have to explain it to me in the chat. Let me know. Thoughts on the embargo? Sorry, Edgy. Thanks for being a member. I hope it's not true. It probably is true. And I don't even want to think about it. Like I want Bowyer to be able to get. I'm just sick of all this happening to Blues, man. I'm sick of it. I'm going to wait for some official confirmation or something. But my main focus at the minute is us staying up, and then we can worry about who we're going to sign or who we're not going to sign after that. But it's a bit annoying. I almost feel like our owners would put us in an embargo on purpose so that we don't have to spend any more money because they're skint. But probably not. What are your guys' predictions for the rest of the match? Oh, I remember that goal, man. Ridiculous. The way it went like that into the corner. Unbelievable. And Jerome's against Liverpool. Do you remember that one? The Jaffers are coming out, I think. Cosgrove's just a Walmart Duke or a Wish.com Duke. Liverpool's goal got disallowed. Of course it did. Oh, God. People are saying, what? Oh, God. Don't worry. I'm all good. 2-0 Blues. 2-0. 3-0, says Jack, BCFC. By the way, while we're at half-time, just want to say, I hope Jack Hoskin had a very, very happy birthday. I love that, mate. So hopefully we get the win today for you. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Up the Blues, mate. Thank you for supporting the channel. Jack Hoskin, give him a happy birthday. Where is he? Let us know if you're here, mate, and Hannah as well. I'll get £33 if Baggies stay up. Well, you've lost £33.
What can you buy for 33 quid these days?
Bless you.
An away ticket at Ellen Road was 34 quid when I last went.
Yeah, I forgot about the cost of away days. Like that's the one thing I'm probably not prepared for.
Yeah. God, yeah. Actually, who's the most expensive? Then it's Leeds is expensive.
Leeds is like ridiculous.
That's 34, isn't it? And was it?
If you pay on the day, you're pushing 40 quid.
That's right. Yeah. Who else is expensive? I'm trying to think. Come on, guys, on the chat. Who else is expensive at Championship away days?
Yeah, Derby's sort of expensive, I think.
Derby's quite expensive. I think one of the cheapest was Luton quite cheap. I'll tell you, do you remember Barnsley did that deal a couple of seasons ago? Do you remember? And it was only about 20 quid for a ticket.
Yeah.
And they got 5,000 people. So the next season they put it up to like 30 quid, and there are only about 1,500 of us.
yeah, exactly. And you think about it, and you make more money. The other
way. I know. Yeah, exactly. And Amy says she's never been on an away day. Amy, if you can, I know it's sometimes a bit tricky, but honestly, away days they're just different. They're just different. I have to say, and you probably shouldn't say this, I prefer away days to home matches. Obviously, when it's rocking, then I love it. But away days are amazing. QPR, is QPR quite expensive? I just can't remember how much I paid.
30, at least 30 QPR, I think. I think that will be very weird. Honestly, the idea of doing that again feels so weird. It's been over a year since I've done a video. I'm going to be like
doing self-conscious.
I'm going to be so self-conscious. It took me years to be able to do that without thinking, I could probably do.
You'll be fine.
I'm just going to be like, oh, guys, we're back here.
What? Hey, what do you think? I can't. What's he saying? Is he talking to me?
2-0 today. Oh, you're right, mate. 2-0. You're right.
Oh, it's the end of the game. It's the end of the game. I'm going home now.
Honestly, mate.
You'll get back into it.
Oh, I know, mate. I swear, I remember when I first did it. Like, oh, God. You always get some people that are like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, when I did mine, you saw people saying, like, it's funny, because it doesn't affect you. But anyway, people go, oh, you're not a proper fan. Why are you just watching the game? What are you doing that for? So I just said, oh, well, I'm just doing it for people who can't come to games. And it's like it's a bit like experiencing going to a game, because there's lots of people who can't go. Like Amy said, she doesn't go to away games. A lot of people don't or can't go. And I just think it doesn't hurt anyone. And people like it. And it doesn't hurt. I'm not a serial killer. All I'm doing is doing a bit of video.
It's not improving, has it, Swaino?
Well, no, obviously,
We're about to kick off. We've had a sub, and it is Riley McGree. Riley McGree.
I got accused of doing a South African accent last week.
Riley McGree.
Riley McGree is a South African, but no, he's an Aussie, mate.
I need to go to the loo quickly. I forgot.
Who's it for, Joe? You go to the toilet.
Who got some done?
Halilovic, yeah.
I did say Harper, but I was close. I was close.
But,
you must want McCree. Anyway.
You do that. We'll watch the game. I'll kick out.
If there's any long throw-ins.
Yes.
All right, back in a sec.
We won't forget, will we? Okay. Everyone in the chat, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're enjoying the watch along. The reason for the Fez is, while Stoke are on the attack, the reason for the Fez is because Blues have scored, so I'll pop my Fez on. If Blues concede, I'll take it off again. So it just helps. It's a visual guide. If we're winning, the Fez is on. So I hope you're all enjoying the watch along. I assume most of you are watching the game on Blues TV, and are probably just wishing you could be at a game again. And we will be, hopefully next season, but possibly only in 2 stands, because there's still issues with the 2 main stands, the Cop and the Tilton, and it looks like they're not going to be ready for the new season. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the chat whilst Blues have got thrown. It's a Mark Roberts long throw in. Remind me to remind Joe. Straight into the box and through everybody, so nothing happened there. It could be another Mark Roberts long throw. Len says, I've been a Blue Nose for 63 years. Wow, congratulations on that, Len. You must have seen a lot of joys and sorrows. And I'm feeling more optimistic now than I've done for a long time. Just hope this isn't the kiss of death. Well, Joe, Len, sorry. It is, hold on, long throw from Roberts. Nothing happens. Len, as we all know, kiss of death is what happens. As soon as you say, "Oh, Blues is doing well," we concede. But I'm glad you're feeling more optimistic. So am I. Join the gang. Thank you, Jack. Long throw, absolutely. Hi, Oscar. Charlie says, "Do you think we'll get relegated?" No, I don't think we'll get relegated. I think we're doing enough. More than enough. More than enough. So no, I'm feeling confident. Every time something a little bit good happens, the lads will be feeling better and better, and they've had some really good results recently. So no, I think we'll escape. Kieran, Swaino, I love you. I love you too, Kieran. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Archie loves games, says keep right on. Michael David Curley says, no, my Blues TV is great. We love Blues TV. Mr. Joe Brummie, you need to put 2 Mark Roberts long throws in, and it's about to be 3. No, that's a short one, I think. So 2. They were straight to the box, nothing happened.
Both of them, nothing?
Yeah, both of them, nothing.
Wow. Nothing is taking the lead.
He's just done a medium throw, so I don't know what that counts as. It wasn't a proper.
We're not counting the mediums. I'll put it up. I'm forgetting the short one. We've got to go, whatever. Okay. Mark Roberts, though, key player. He's the next Michael Morrison. He's taken his...
Yes.
He's just the assist version. He's got a few assists this season. Actually, you know what?
Go on, have a look.
Let me have a look.
Whilst you're doing that, do you remember, because Mark Roberts was a bit of a hated figure by some sections of the fan base a couple of seasons ago, and he didn't play for a long time, did he? Was that under Gary Monk? He didn't play him. Someone didn't play him for ages.
Yeah, he was always. He went
almost the whole season. He only made a few sort of sub appearances. Look at Dukey, bless him. You'd swear he was in his 60s, wouldn't you?
There you go.
No,
There's one. There's one. I'm counting Duke. I'm just going to put Duke Old Man.
You nearly made me spill my coffee on my keyboard.
Okay, we've had 1 lumbering rise from the ground from Duke.
No, we've had 2. We had 2. We had 1 in the first half.
Okay, there's 2.
Definitely. Right, sorry everyone.
Go on.
Joe is the best Blues YouTuber. I agree with you there, Oscar. He is, and look, he's all modest as well because he's. Which way am I going? That way? No, that way. There we go. Look, he made him blush. Either that or he's was hot. What else have we got? Stuart. Will probably be a while till I get to a game. Oh, Stuart's comments just shot up. Hold on. There we go.
Go on, give it a read.
So it'll be a while till we get to go. Now we'll be coming up from Scotland, and now with reduced capacity and having to book time off, I think it'll be ages till I'm able to get tickets. Flipping heck, Stuart. Well, if you come down from Scotland, you should be given the royal box. You should be able to get on God's lap.
If you see me, mate, give me a shout. Get on the video. Give us a prediction or something. But hopefully, you do get to come down at some point, anyway.
Stuart, if you come down, I'm good. You're an accent. You do a Glasgow accent. Who's that sound? Who about that? There, Stuart.
Pretty good, to be fair.
Hey, that's not too bad, is that? I can hear you do an accent. I can hear you do it.
Lico. Oh, I should have had Lico loses the ball. I should have had one for that.
No, there's not enough space. You haven't got enough pages.
Oh.
Connor says Roberts has 100% redeemed himself this season. I think you're right there, Connor. He has.
Give away a foul.
He has.
I'll just take him off, mate. Just take him off. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I can see. I know he's trying, and that's why, like, you know, if a player's trying, I'll always give him the benefit of the doubt, and like that's what you want to see. But you know, at the minute, we need to give him a bit of time every game. And yes, we haven't got Hogan, But I feel like he's just not really doing anything in this game. I wish he'd have scored that goal at the end.
Oh, yes, that would have been brilliant. I think he should have done, to be honest. But again, he was sort of trying too hard. I think you're right. I think if they're trying, keep them on. But if it's starting to do things like give away fouls and corners and stuff, then it's to the detriment of the team. And he has to come off. But I'm sure Bowyer will give him another 10 minutes and see if he can do something.
Yeah, but if that's the case and you do take him off, what change do you make, Swaino?
Well, I mean, the logic, like for like, you bring, I say like for like, but striker for striker, you bring Cosgrove on. But like you said, that's like having two Djukovic's up front. But the other side, do you, I mean, would Bella ever play a sort of a striker role? I mean, it's in essence, if you think about it, if he's just doing similar to what Lico's doing, which is being a fast forward player, he's better. He'll take players on. He'll beat players. Would you put Bella on, or is he just a winger? Can he only play as a winger? What do you think in the chat?
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I mean, I'd personally give it a go, but I'm not football manager. That's probably the reason.
I mean, Riley McGree played left wing back, so I mean, players can play anywhere. It's just how well they play anywhere. And at the moment, I would say that Bella would be better than Cosgrove because of his pace, and be better than Lico because he can keep the ball and beat players. So
speaking of Riley McGree, he's on a free kick here. QPR have just gone 2-1 up against Sheffield Wednesday, which is good news. Just had a notification through. Riley hooks the ball in, and it's cleared away pretty easily, but it's coming straight back to him. Are you going to get a good ball in, Riley?
Oh my
God! He's on a hat-trick! He's on a hat-trick! We've scored a goal! Come on! Juki!
Oh my God!
You know what that is? That's a managerial masterclass. He's brought on Riley McGree. He's absolutely trying to get the goal. And oh my God! Keeper couldn't handle it. Hot potato, and Duke's in there, slots it away for his second of the day.
Duke is on a hat-trick. Who would have thought that? What? And that Joe, a belting shot from outside the box. No, we just don't do that. Riley McGree, you flaming galah. That's superb. He created that.
Yeah, 100%, man. Free kick was wasted. It came back to him. Like before, would we have the confidence to take on that kind of shot? No. Secondly, I'm just saying, usually 9 times out of 10, Duke puts that over the bar. I'm not going to lie. He just does. But he was calm. He was composed. The Duke we know and love is back. And he's got his 3rd goal under Bowyer, currently, Duke. And he's loving life at the minute.
2 goals. We're 2-0 up, Joe. When did that last happen?
I said at the start of the game, I said, we don't score 2 goals, do we?
Now, what was my prediction? Oh, that was 2-0, wasn't it?
Wow. Well, my prediction's out the window, but I'm just going to update the scoreboard again. This is up. My computer doesn't want me to do it. It keeps saying, are you sure?
This is the same game. You can't make it 2.
We didn't mean 2-0 Stoke.
Len says, I can't see the game from here, guys. Can you give us a quick how they're playing individually? Okay, Len, very, very quickly. Etheridge, is a little bit flappy on crosses, but hasn't had much to do. Collan, pretty effective down the wing. Is fairly good, but hasn't had a lot to do. Roberts is playing really well. Dean made a howler, which led to Stoke scoring a goal, which is disallowed. Other than that, he's been okay. Pedersen, again, okay. Midfield, Gardner, a bit quiet, but he's working okay. Sunic is actually performing, I would say, a bit better than Gardner today. Lico is just, he's not really doing it. He's quite ineffective. He just keeps losing the ball. He's not really doing much, and he's probably going to get subbed soon. Halilovic was very, very quiet, the quietest I've ever seen him, and he got subbed at half time. And Riley McGree's come on and made an impact straight away. Djukovic is there battling away as ever, and of course he's got 2 goals. So that's your summary of the team. I hope it was close, Joe.
I just want a Juki hat trick, mate. We've got it looks like we've got a corner now. Greg says, could we make the playoffs? Don't rule it out, mate. Don't rule it out.
If Juki gets a hat trick, I'm putting my Blues beanie hat on, even though I'm hot.
Can you imagine? He got one, was it last season against Rotherham, or was that season before at home?
I think that was the season before, wasn't it?
Corner ball to Juke. Juki was around there.
Juki's up for it now.
He smells blood.
He doesn't care how much he's smashed in. He's going to keep going.
Quick look at the league table. I mean, that is just beautiful. We score, Sheffield Wednesday concede, and it's just what you want to see. Let's have a look.
You narrate. I'll hold it up to the screen so we can have a little.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. This is technology at its finest. Birmingham City up to 18th, 45 points at the minute. Leapfrogging Huddersfield Town, Derby and Coventry in one match day. And that is the difference, mate. 2 goals to the good. I don't want to say anything because it's Blues. We aren't there yet. But Lico here does slugging off the defender. But can he get a ball in? That's the question. He does.
Oh, man. Like, Lico's just kept himself on. He's kept himself on.
Better. I don't know if Bowyer had a word saying, just get the fucking ball in the box.
Yeah. Now, that was really good play.
And it was on Juki's head as well. And I tell you what, he wants that 3rd goal.
Tell you what, and it's on record here. Well done, Jonathan Lico. We will always pronounce your name correctly on this channel.
Yeah, and I've got a stat for that. That's the first of the season in the well done Lico category. There you go.
I need a stat of how many stats you've got.
Too many.
That's superb. I like the Djukovic old man stat. Every time he looks like an old granddad. Oh, hello.
Well, he's got as many goals as he's got old man stats at the minute. So if you keep that up, fair play.
I hope everyone's enjoying this stream, not just because we're winning, but just because of the general level of entertainment we're obviously having.
Yeah, well, we're approaching the hour mark now, so it's just about like knocking down these 10 minutes at a time. Let's get close to the 80-minute mark with 2-0, with that cushion. And like I said, a win here would be a 3rd consecutive win at home. I mean, when's the last time that happened, Swaino, as well?
Probably under Gary Monk.
We haven't, you know, we've looked terrible at home all season.
Yeah.
But Bowyer is basically 30,000 men, it seems, because he's motivating the players and it's looking good. And who would have thought? I mean, I'm just thinking if we win this, what is it? 10 points from 5 games?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, and you know, 4 of those are against top 6 sides. So it's amazing. And you're right, particularly, you know, changing around the results at home because you know, it's just like that was the worst. You know, oh no, we've got a home fixture, we're definitely going to lose. So that is the biggest change. It's just amazing, and you know when these players must feel so good, Cheers, good. Len. Oh, thanks, Len. I'm liking Len. Len was telling me when you were at the room that he's been supporting Blues or going down Blues for 63 years.
Wow.
Now, that's a man. Len, no, this is bad for me. This is my 6th of the day. But this is for you, Len. This is my Jaffa cake in honour of you for 63 years of joys and a lot of sorrows. So, and my weight gain is for you, Len. Here you go.
Love that.
Beautiful.
Stoke have got a corner now. Let's deal with it, please, boys. And we have, I mean, what an instant. Lico's took the ball here. Great touch from him. And he can try and burst away now. He's lost the ball.
Do you know what I now love? Is every time something happens on the pitch, Joe goes, I just need to make a note of that.
I don't actually have a Lecco losing the ball stat. I just pretended that.
Oh no, it's lovely though. I think it's great. I think it's really funny. If anyone has got any suggestions for any other stats that Joe can keep, whether or not he adopts them, I don't know. Stoke are really pushing for a goal back now.
Oh God, they didn't even go out to play that. I thought the whistle.
Yeah, I did. Good play.
Peter says, just joined live from Nottingham, been working and avoiding the score. Is this your mate? Nearly fainted when I saw the score.
Hello, mate. Pete, honest to God, it's been probably our worst performance of the season. And hello, Lico's on. Lico! Oh, good tackle. Good tackle. Yes, Joe. Pete. Live from Nottingham.
You see this?
Huh? Joe, yeah, that's it. You are Joe Karanka, Notepad King. Lico's got a bit of fire in his belly now.
How are you,
Bowyer's probably giving him that death stare, the one like this.
And he's actually just miles away. He's just like, sorry about that. Bowyer's subs have been brilliant too. Almost always game changers. Well, there you go. That's the difference. We were talking about game management. And who would have thought? Who would have thought, watching this first half at the 40-minute mark, that we'd be at the 60-minute mark 2-0 up?
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, both teams, the tempo is still really high from Stoke and from Blues. And I think, was that Mark Roberts who decided again not to do a throw-in? He did a cross. That was the Mark Roberts cross again that caused a bit of panic in the Stoke box. I think he's realised. I think word's got back to him, Joe, that you're keeping a log of his long throws. And he's like, I'm not doing that. I mean, he's not going to mock me. I'm going to do crosses instead.
Well, there you go. I'll take the pre-assist for that.
Pre-assist. So just at scores involving other clubs around us, Stoke, Cov are still losing 2-1 at Bournemouth. Derby is still losing at home to Norwich. Sheffield Wednesday still losing away at QPR. And Wycombe are still winning against Luton. Wycombe have been brilliant recently. They could still get out of it. You never know. Hopefully not. Stoke are really, this is their moment in this half now where they're going to really be pushing. They're chucking everything at Blues at the moment. They've got to try and get a goal back. And at the moment, we seem to be dealing with it fairly well. And it's a goal kick to Blues, 62 minutes gone.
62 minutes, Etheridge there with a goal, free kick, and it's gone. Let's not talk about that. While you guys are so far behind, yep, we are. It's Blues TV for you, mate. Not a lot you can do about that. We knew this game was going to be a good one ever since we synced our stream immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was written in the stars.
Yeah, and I had 2 Jaffa cakes before we started, and I knew that was just it was an accident. Didn't mean to.
I'll tell you what, Ronnie McGree looks so comfortable in that position at the minute. You're talking about Halilovic not really. Oh, hello, Colin beating his man, getting right in the ball, went across the byline, and it's a corner to Blues. But what I was saying, Riley McGree, he's come on for Halilovic, who hasn't played well. Again, a good move by Karanka, and he's taken the opportunity, and he's gone, I don't want to play left wing back again.
I'm going to play really well where I should be playing. Exactly.
Yeah. I think he looks really good, and it's nice to see, man.
Joe, quick question from Pete. I know it's favouritism. He said, "Is Blues nil? Is Huddersfield nil? Rotherham nil the best score for us as a point goes missing?" It might well be, actually. I don't know.
I mean, it could be for me.
All in.
I mean, yeah, I suppose so. It is, but then there's a lot of teams involved. For me, I want Rotherham to just lose and them to be down, and then there's only one space really, I suppose. But
true.
I suppose you're right.
It is. Don't know. Could be. It could be. It's very fine margins at the moment, isn't it?
Anything other than a Rotherham win, I'm happy with.
Yes. There you go. Yeah. That's a good answer.
Politician.
Cole says Wednesday losing by 3 now. Oh, is that true?
Oh, that's what we like to
see. I don't know why I said is that true. Like, you're not going to lie.
Oh yeah, my phone's died, so I'm not getting the updates.
Yes, 3-1. Stoke very much really giving it their all at the minute, but Blues defending really quite well. That said, is that a penalty? No, it's a free kick.
Oh, thank the Lord!
It's a goal kick. Oof. Sorry, I just gave every option. Is it free kick? Is it a throw in? Is it a penalty? Is it a corner? Really helpful. That shows why I should never be a commentator.
Joe Swaino, love listening and watching you guys. Thank you, mate. It's very much appreciated.
Thank you.
What are we on for likes at the minute? My phone's died. So
if you're enjoying this, please give us a thumbs up because it helps the channel and it just shows a bit of love. It doesn't cost you anything; it's free. So let's all be nice. If you want to put a thumbs down, you can, but I'd rather you didn't. Thumbs up is all good. So if you're enjoying it, do that. That will help greatly. Thank you very much.
Stoke,
glad you're enjoying it.
A double change. Not quite sure who's coming on, but maybe a change in shape for them. Maybe they're going to try and go for it. They're not giving up.
No, they're certainly not. They really are going for it. And I think it might be a slight change of formation, but as much as anything, it might be a change of personnel because they're a bit knackered because they've been doing a hell of a lot of running, Stoke. So credit to them. They're definitely not they're not out of it at the minute. Thanks, Ashley. Very much appreciate all the nice comments from everyone. Pete says, does anyone remember beating Stoke 7-0? Can I just tell you that? Sorry, just on that 7-0 in 1988, I worked at Alton Towers at that time, and we had our Christmas party the night before, and I was going to go to the game. It was in Stoke, a hotel in Stoke, but I was so massively hungover, I missed the game. There you go, bit of fact for you. That's great, Jake.
Wow. That's poor, that is. That's poor.
That is quite poor, yeah, I know. I felt very bad.
Someone asked what I stream with. It's called StreamYard. You can use it for free. It's quite good. Sunich here, about to whip in a low ball, then try to pull it back. He's got it back. He's giving it to, I'm not sure who it is. I think Riley wants another go. He's gone out wide to Carlan. You can see Sunich in the centre. Surely, what's he going to do it? Riley tried to chop it, and it hasn't quite worked out for him there. We'll let him off with that one.
But again, it's really nice to see Blues are doing the exact opposite of under Karanka. We're not holding back. We're not defending. We're not sitting deep. We're just going at them. It's just like the start of the first half as Stoke make a couple of changes.
We've got a Zigic header raid. Not sure who that guy is. get himself in there, mate. Get in the thing. Blues FT raid. Hello, how you doing? Up the Zigic. I do miss Zigic. What an elite player he was. Stephen Fletcher's off for some bloke.
Can you imagine if this is like match of the day and Fletcher comes off for some bloke who's also playing for Stoke?
Also appears to be a footballer. It's a long throw. Here
we go. Get the pen out. In comes the throw. Robbo throw into the box. Headed clear. Hoofed clear by Stoke.
Yeah.
It's going to go out for a no. I still got it. Hoofed forward. And Blues pick it up and hoof it back. There's a lot of hoofing going on. We're back to League 2 style, but that's okay. Thanks. There's a great score. Accrington 1, Wimbledon 5. So any Jaffa cakes left? Well, Cal, I have to be honest, this is really quite worrying. I've eaten a few. I think 6 today. So there's 2 left. I might have to go for a run later.
I need some. I swear to God, I need some.
Have you not got any Easter egg left, Joe?
Not got any Easter egg. I've got a Kit Kat, but I don't really want to eat it.
Why not?
It's not the same, Swaino.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah. But it could be another element. But to be honest, Lee Bowyer has made a bit of a difference. Oh yeah, they're good. They're good. I was just saying, Bowyer has made a bit of a difference since he's come in. Fair dues, but it's my Jaffa cakes that have really seen the turnaround in Blues fortune. So I will take the credit for that.
I think he honestly needs to give you some credit for it. I think it's atrocious that he hasn't.
Exactly.
3-1 up against Coventry is what we love to see. Thank you very much. Don't want to. Oh God, I'm just glad we've actually, we've not had to.
Go on, Lecco.
Potentially, I know it's not done yet. Lico give away a foul.
I just called him Lecco. God, that's awful.
Shouldn't be doing that. But it's just great that we've actually changed it up and it's working. We've clearly got that new manager bounce.
Yeah.
I want to see what the next season can bring under him. But at the same time, I feel like I say this every single season, which is crazy.
I just want us to have, like, say, 2 seasons with the same manager. I don't care where we finish or what league we're in. I just want, just a season where nothing happens other than football and we play some games and we win some and we sort of go to games and it's enjoyable. That's pretty much all I want at the moment. So, and don't you think, Joe, that Lee Bowyer seems to be absolutely 100% like the absolute ideal Blues manager?
Oh, yeah.
He is like, in the mould of sort of Gary Rowett, but I think with more. But he's just got something about. I can watch his interviews until the end of recorded time. I think they're brilliant because,
mate, he's just a geezer.
He's a geezer.
I think he just suits Blues, doesn't he? I feel like we say this a lot, but I mean, we're just not. We're not a team that has these fancy managers. Like, but
No.
you've got Bowyer, you've got Monk, you've got Rowett, just these down to earth geezers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just Blues, isn't it? That's the reaction you get. Like, let's not try and be something that we aren't.
Yeah, exactly, and it works, you know. And
time doing for the past 8 years or so. Well, basically since we got relegated, just trying to be something that we're not. Like, what has that achieved? Nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
here's a question. I've got a question for you then on that. So Alex McLeish, what sort of manager was he? Was he a typical Blues manager, or was he the better than that, or was he a bit half and half? Because he's always a manager.
In terms of his like the way he comes across, like yeah, he's not. I think in terms of his tactics, yeah, he's basic Blues, isn't he? He doesn't try anything fancy, and it's the same with Brucey, isn't it?
Stoke
offside there. But yeah, I think in terms of, it's a little bit different. He's probably got a lot more experience than the others. In terms of since we got relegated, it's like when you look at Rowett, when you look at Monk, we look at Bowyer, they sort of get, you know, the club and they get the fans a lot more and that sort of thing. And I think that goes quite a long way. Even with the fans not in here at the minute. But I remember when Monk first joined, and we had all this stuff, you know, Davo and Claire were doing like loads of community outreach stuff.
Yeah. And with the homeless charities and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
It's a shame that stopped because like they were doing such a great job with it, and obviously it's like that they're, you know, they've been utilised elsewhere. But that was really good, and like Monk was involved with it, and I think we need to do more of that again, especially when
100%. And the thing is, you do that, and you do get that response from the fans because we are pretty simple in what we like. You know, if you do stuff that we appreciate and you show that you care a bit, we'll give you loads back. You know, the Blues fans can be very critical and very harsh, but they're also incredibly passionate and supportive. So you just have to go with it, and you have to show that you understand the club, and we'll give you loads back. And which is why it's a shame that we can't be there to back Lee Bowyer at the moment. And so I'm just hoping he's still here next season and we can actually go to games, because it'd be so nice to sing his name rather than just singing it at Charlton when he was their manager.
Exactly. 100%, mate. And I think we will be able to, which will be nice. Like, can you imagine that first game back when we can actually do that? Etheridge with a good clearance there.
Good punch.
Rather than flapping at it. And so, okay, it's fine.
I have to say, I've got to give Stoke credit here. They've not stopped the whole game. They've really kept going. They're really battling hard, and good credit to them. They're giving us a really good game. Really are. We're still having to work really hard to keep them out. And a couple of shots on goal there. So we still need to concentrate, but things are better. And we conquered that up completely. Thought we might get a shot on goal there.
Yeah.
He's
nutted it. That's what Bowyer taught him. He hasn't even gone out of play. It was a good pass.
It didn't even go out. Well done, mate. Liking that. Not sure. It's a bit Lee Camp, that. I like it. Here's a question. Where's Lee Camp gone? Has he got another club yet?
Is it Swindon or something?
Is he?
No, look.
I do remember, because people on Twitter were asking what he was like, and I just said he was a legend. I said he'll make you like have a bad trouser movement most of the time, but he's very entertaining. He's
played 5 games from this season, so
there you go.
Mad considering he had a whole season with Blues last season.
Now 74 minutes and Lico is still on the pitch, so he has improved. He's done the reverse of the last game. Second half's been better than the first, or say the second part of the second half has been better than the first half. He's kept himself on, I think, with a few decent crosses and a few decent bits of play.
Speaking of Camp, Ross says he gave away a penalty a minute ago.
Who did? Lee Camp, did he? God, Ross, that's impressive. I'm impressed with that, like, late breaking news. That's very impressive.
Yeah, but as for Lico, it's
Pookie, old man, number 3. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, you bug. Oh, he looks like a farmer who's done his knee in.
Yeah. Hold on, are the gyms open Monday?
Yes.
Oh God, I thought they weren't open till like June. I thought I had an excuse.
No, mate, no, you can talk to yourself from Monday.
Oh, quality. I better have
Quick,
that.
run down the scores. No, Barnsley. Barnsley, mate, will be happy. Barnsley beating Middlesbrough 1-0. Bournemouth still beating Cov 3-1. Bristol City drawing still with Forest 0-0. Cardiff beating Blackburn 2-1. Derby is still losing at home to Norwich 1-0. Huddersfield and Rotherham sharing a point at the moment. Preston losing at still 2-0 at home to Brentford. QPR 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1. And Wickham still 1-0 up against Luton. So, as you were for those. And here comes another Mark Roberts. Long throw in. Get that pen ready, Joe Karanka.
Right, what we got? This is our 7th long throw. Unless he goes short, I've already put it
He's
down.
rubbing it a lot. He's going for a lot. Here we go.
Result in nothing. 1 shot on target and 1 shot for Stoke.
Oh.
And that is going to be...
Nothing. It's that old thing again, Joe, isn't it? You know, like Blues fans say, we're 2-0 up, but I'll still be worried until it's like the 90th minute. I still think Stoke could get a goal here. So I think we just need to, if we can keep it steady for another 10 minutes, I think we'll be all right. But it's they're still up and at us. That said, we're defending relatively well. It's still very scrappy. The whole game is still very scrappy.
Yeah, it's a little bit. But, I mean, we could be in for, I mean, I don't want to tempt fate, but could we actually have a comfortable finish to a game?
Bloody hell, Joe, that's a massive call. A comfortable finish. Bloody hell, I'm going to have a sit down. Oh, I am sitting down. Well.
From next week as well, remember. That is the big one. I mean, I'm saying if we win this, I'm pretty happy. But, I mean, I think if we avoid a loss there, basically, I think we're safe.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. If we win here and avoid loss at Rotherham, I think we've got enough in the tank to get us through.
I can never work it out because people go, "Oh, if you do this, we do that." Means it, and I think, yeah, but if we lose all the other, how many games have we left? 4. If we lose all 4 and everyone else wins, then we'll still get relegated. Or
yeah, I know. I'm just thinking, like, in terms of
the likelihood of other teams.
I don't feel like we would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, with the way we're playing, I think we've got enough in the tank to not lose to Rotherham and to get the odd point here and there to just
Charlie, in answer to your question, Jaffa Cakes, I think they are officially a cake, aren't they? Jaffa Cakes, didn't the EU rule that they're a cake because of how they're made?
No, it's basically biscuits. When they go stale, they go soft. Cakes, when they go stale, they go hard. And Jaffa Cakes go hard when they go stale.
Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this thinking, oh, it's just a stream about football, no, you get much, much more. I didn't know that. I just mentioned that. And you've come in with an absolute definitive answer. I'm literally, Joe, I'm sorry, but I'm bowing down to you. That's amazing. I tip my fez to you, sir.
There you go.
Back at the football.
I mean, I really want to defecate now. We're on Sky next Sunday, apparently, because it's a huge game, man. Beat Rotherham, we stay up, definitely. I just don't want to lose there.
We'll never get Stinks next week. It'd be a nightmare.
Go on, son. Get Zigic in. We need to get Zigic in as our head of football or something. What are they called?
Head of football.
Because he's a header. He loves heading, doesn't he? Head of.
I see what you've done there. Yeah, I see. Okay. No, that's a great idea.
I think because isn't he like a coach for the Serbian national team?
I think he is. Yeah, I think he is actually.
See him hopping around like, I mean, you can't miss him, can you? Massive.
He's brilliant.
How was it?
6'8", wasn't he? 6'8".
Yeah, something like that.
So for those of you who can't see the game, no, he hasn't. But he's not been great, but he's still on. Joe, exactly, Cole. Exactly. I mean,
I've never leave him out long enough for him to go stale. So, you know what I mean.
Which is even more impressive. Blues are on the attack still. I say still. Lico.
10 minutes left, and we've got a 2-goal cushion. I mean, I don't often see this. I really don't often see.
Not comfortable yet, though. Surely.
No, not comfortable yet. Not until we maybe reach like injury time.
89 minutes. I'll feel fairly comfortable, but
yeah, but then you might. God.
Now, was that
not safe.
Did we play the offside trap, or were we just lucky there? I think we were just lucky. Let's have a look. No, we were lucky. We had no idea.
I'm having a Kit Kat. We're 2-0 up.
Good man. Right, let's have a look at the comments. Swaino, what do you think of Lico's performance? Well, just not very good. Nothing personal against him, but he's trying really hard. But as me and Joe both said, I think he's trying too hard. He has done a couple of decent bits, but you know, I'm not quite sure. It's the only, I mean, I'm not going to question Bowyer at all on this, but I'm not quite sure why he's still on. He's obviously doing a job somewhere for Bowyer, but yeah, he's not great.
What I'd say at the minute is, I know it's late on, but he's still he's applying a lot of pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I saw him a minute ago. He was like basically half a pitch away, and Stoke player had it in the corner, and he like rushed towards him and tried to get the ball off him and stuff. So I think he's still doing something.
He's having an effect, not necessarily an attacking effect. It's probably more of a defensive effect. But yeah.
He's
being rewarded for his effort. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Oh, Wickham have just equalised against Luton.
Oof.
I mean, Luton
against Wickham.
Yeah.
That's probably good though. A point each. That's probably helpful for us. I think that's probably a good score. I think.
I mean, Luton are 13th, so I think they're.
Oh, I think they were
all right.
Oh, well, there you go.
So it's probably better for us in the grand scheme.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, probably want Wickham to lose. I mean, they're pretty much down.
Joe, get your pen ready. It's the flamingo is preparing. Here we go. Roberts launches it into the box. It's headed clear. Comes down for Sunny. He volleys it, and it's just past the post and not really a threat.
Our first normal shot off target. Okay, we'll take it.
Actual commentary there, Joe. That was amazing.
You love to see it, mate. Sunny. I remember when he used to hit a strike from the edge of the box every game, and it'd always be like on target, and it'd look good, and you think he's going to go in. Yeah. Now he's just not so much.
No, not so much. As in,
what about? Can we just say, by the way?
Yeah.
We didn't talk a lot about it, but Ronnie McGree's shot that led to the second goal. Oh, what a bullet!
The keeper had to parry it, which is why Djukovic got the rebound. It was a belting shot. Exactly.
I mean, he should shoot more.
He really should. Yeah.
He did really well. The way he kept that so low, he had a second to just look up and he was like, "Oh, back it, I'm doing it."
It's a great shot, and we don't see that enough from Blues. We in other clubs do that, don't you? Oh, Etheridge, yeah. No, you need to be more careful. You need to move a water bottle.
I'll tell you what, as well, we can get another clean sheet here. That'd be really good as well.
Oh God, yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah,
we've done quite well for them since Bowyer's come in as well, haven't we?
Well, Bowyer said that Etheridge's confidence was low when he came in, which we knew. But of course, clean
still
sheet.
Looks shaky at times. Then he's had his moments today. But what was that from Duke? He tried to hook it.
Quite sure what that was. That's the sort of thing I'd do if I was playing.
Just try and touch the ball. I'm doing something.
James says 3 clean sheets in a row? Yeah, I think it would be 3. Hold on. Oh, that's got to be a free kick.
Oh
no!
Get rid. Happy days. Get rid of it.
I can't. If I was a Stoke fan, I'd be really annoyed at that because I was sure that was a free kick today and just outside the penalty box.
There you go. You can have that one.
You can have that one. Oof, that was a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, 84 minutes played. Oh God. Yeah, I mean, I'll be very happy with the 2-0. By the way, at the start of the game, at the start of the stream, we had a lot of predictions for 2-0.
We did. Cosgrove finally coming on for Lico. Len, in answer to your question, there's 84.5 minutes gone. So about 5 minutes left plus injury time. Well, Lico's got 84 minutes. Well, like you said, well done. He's worked hard.
Get a goal, Cosgrove. I think he's just kept Dukey on because he's on hat-trick, isn't he? So
yeah. I love how he just brings strikers on. He doesn't bring defenders on.
Exactly. I mean, like what we were saying earlier as well. Like we're talking about his game management and stuff. And yes, we did get a goal that was somewhat out of the blue, but I think he's. We've changed the way we take throw-ins, and I feel like that would have been something that was communicated from him.
Yeah.
And also we go ahead 1-0 up. Usually, this season, we panic.
Oh, absolutely.
We panic and concede again immediately.
Yeah.
Or change it up, go too defensive and have an onslaught.
Invite pressure, yeah.
However, we brought on a midfielder, quite a bright spark, who got the assist for the second goal. And look at this, no onslaught from Stoke. We look comfortable with 5 minutes to play.
Yeah.
And we're chilling. We're happy.
Yeah. And Bowyer, and if you think about it, what Bowyer does is pretty simple. We're playing well. If we bring someone else on, we substitute like for like, and we keep doing what we're doing because it's working. Karanka went, oh, we've managed to get a tiny advantage. Let's defend it, and that sent a message to all the strikers. I think, well, we don't trust you. We don't trust you to work for us. We don't trust you to score goals. We've managed to get one. We're going to do everything we can not to concede, and that's just the wrong mentality.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Totally.
Oh, Luton are now winning, which is probably better for us as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. All Stoke and Sunich. And
Get rid of it.
Stoke. Now, if Stoke do score, it's going to be they're again. I would say again they've kept at us for the whole half or for the whole game. If they do manage to get one back, then we are going to be under pressure even more.
Yeah, it's squeaky bum time then.
It is. So let's see. They've got the corner now.
Get rid!
Flashed across goal there. Stoke still have it.
It would be proper Blues, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We dug it out. It's hoofed back in. And that's a goal kick, I think.
Happy days. Don't rush to pick it up, mate. Don't worry. We're happy.
And Stoke are now just having to do long balls into the box. It's their best chance, but we've got a lot of height and a lot of experience with headers. If they're hoofing balls into the box, I'm usually fairly comfortable. Another 3-point streak has earned us, absolutely.
Yeah, what a servant he's been for this club. I think, is that 52 goals now as well?
I think it is.
Top goal scorer in the past, 10 years?
Yep.
20 years, I think. 20 years, top goal
scorer.
This millennium.
Well, he does work so hard. He really, every game he works so hard. And it's often, if you don't score a goal as a striker, it seems like you've not had a good game. But there's very few games where he doesn't deliver.
Exactly. Get your nut on it, son.
Great header. Now, this is the first time, I think, in the game when Blues are sort of finally sitting pretty deep now, which is understandable. There's only 2 minutes left of normal time. And it's all hands on deck. And that runs through to Etheridge.
Happy days. Lie on it.
Joe, are we comfortable yet? Are we comfortable?
I said wait for 90 minutes.
90 minutes, okay. Depends how much injury time. If it's 7 minutes injury time.
When it's injury time, I'll be like...
Have a cigar.
Exactly. Guys, what are your thoughts on this game so far? 50 league goals. I thought he had 52. I thought he got his 50th when he scored in Bowyer's first game.
50 league goals a while ago. Yeah, I think he is on 52 now.
Yeah, it was Bowyer's first game, wasn't it, where he got his 50th?
That's it, yeah.
Unlike his 250th appearance or something like that. Luton 3-1 now. Jeez. They're going for it.
Come on, Blues, come on. There's a lot of League Two style tackling happening now.
There you go, Phil, 52. Love it, mate. Come on, Blues. Let's go. Guys, you're enjoying it. If you're happy Blues are winning, another 3 points and you think we're safe, hit the like button. Let's go. Let's see what we can do today. And we are getting ever so much closer to 13,000. We're on 12,940, 60 away. We're going to get there.
60 subs in the last minute. Come on, everyone.
Let's do it. George Friends, come on.
Huh? Who? What?
Thank you for being a friend. Steve said, come on.
Now, I have to be honest, Joe. I'm not nothing against it or anything, but I've not noticed Seddon really in the game. I presume he's been doing lots. I haven't really.
No, neither have I really. But I think he's done his job. He's been up there now and again. I've seen, got up in the box, but he's
obviously done something right. Bloody hell, Bowyer, bring on a defender. Bowyer out.
Boo!
Boo! Get him out of our club.
Tell you what, I'd even let him bring on Jan Valery now.
and San Jose and Truman. I think that's about 9 subs.
Frank would wait until the 93rd minute here, bring on Valerie.
Yes. So he can get his match bonus. How much do players get for match bonuses?
Depends, but it's
do they get like 500 quid or something, or 100 quid, or
like $1,000, doesn't it? Depends. I think it's probably like a percentage of your salary.
Your wage, of your salary, right? It'd be quite good though when they bring you on for time wasting for like 2 minutes left and you get an extra £1,000. I mean, that's
happy days, isn't it?
Pretty brilliant. Yeah, absolutely.
They'll probably think about it like, oh, gotta get me boots on and
that. Pete says, apart from Shea, was Forsell the last player to score more than 20 in a season? It's a good question. That's a very good question.
Probably.
Yeah. Pete's the sort of person who knows these things. When we go to games, he says, do you remember when so-and-so scored from a header after that free kick against Forest in 1989?
Amari Miller. No? Amari Miller's going to come off the bench.
Sorry, I'm chatting.
Amari Miller. Young lad.
Oh, really? Oh, good stuff.
Another one for the time wasting, but he's going to get his professional debut.
Well done.
At St Andrews, 2-0 up. But yeah, I think so, because what did we have prolific between that? We had probably Cameron Jerome, but I don't think he ever got 20.
I don't think he got 20, no. I think that's Pete, I think that's a good shout. So is he coming on?
I think so. It'd be good to see. I haven't seen much of him. Heard a little bit, but yeah, obviously he was put on the bench today for the first time, and Bowyer's saying, "Let's bring him on for the last couple. Take it in the corner." Do the job. You know what the thing is as well? He's had his hood up today. But whenever it cuts away to him again, we've said it before, he's doing this all the time. He's like, get over there, do that.
And he's going to get on for like a minute and a half. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, what an EG. He's took off Duke on a hat-trick. Boo!
Bowyer out! Here he comes. Well done, Amari. Good to see you on, chat. He must be chuffed a bit. What a shame, though, there's not a crowd there to cheer him on, but never mind.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see a lot more of him anyway.
So. Imagine if he bagged a goal now.
He's a striker. Oh, look at he's quick.
Yeah. Oh.
Go on. Here. Give it to Miller.
How old is he? He's probably only about 18, isn't he?
What about the
that's him. Come on, he's just come on. It's his debut. Give him the ball. That was bad loss. And they could break here. Stoke. Oh, that's a yellow.
Happy days. Take it.
That's yellow, yeah.
Take it.
Professional
3 points in the bag. Cushion. I love a cushion. I love a cushion.
Joe. Hey, no, we're all right. Go on, give it to Go. Go on, Amari.
Go on, son.
Go on, sunshine.
Go on. Take it in the corner, son. Now, go on, have a go. Have a go.
Go for it. Take it on. Yes, go on. Oh, it's a corner.
Corner. He was done, mate.
Amari. He likes to drink Campari. Yes. Don't know where that came from. Good lad. Lovely step overs.
He looks confident, doesn't he?
He does. Nothing to lose. 9 seconds left.
At the end, by the way, also talking about our defence, Preston have conceded 5 goals to Brentford today. They couldn't get one past us.
Bloody hell. That's some big... Oh, bloody hell.
Sheffield Wednesday losing 4-1. You love to see it. Oh, that was clever. And he's blown the final whistle when it's 2-0 to Birmingham City. And that is what we like to see. Full time, another 3 points. And Swaino, surely we are almost there.
I think so.
Stay in the league.
I think so, Joe. And not just from the scoreline, but from the whole feeling amongst the players, the feeling amongst the whole team. The players have got that winning feeling now. And, even when we lose or if we get a draw, it's fine. It's okay. We know we've got the ability. I think the belief is back. And I definitely think that we'll do enough to stay up. So happy days. 2-0, another clean sheet.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, it's just great, mate. I've looked at the table. I just had a look at the table then. And we've jumped up to 18th place. which is beautiful. So we've been looking down at Rotherham below us for so long, thinking they've got 4 games in hand, they've got 4 games in hand, they've got 4 games in hand. But now it's not just Rotherham that have to do better than us. It's Huddersfield, it's Derby, it's Coventry. They've all got to do better than us. And yes, Huddersfield and Cov have got a game in hand on us, but it's looking a lot more likely that we're going to be staying in this league once more, which is just beautiful to see. And I mean, we're only 3 points behind the likes of Preston, 2 points behind Blackburn Rovers, who are above us as well. And they had a flying start to the season.
Yeah.
So, mate, it's just great to see. And what a difference Lee Bowyer has made.
Yeah, he's made a massive difference. And as we said last time out, it's as much when a manager who's toxic or is not working with the team, it's as much them not being there. That makes a massive difference. We could have had a baked potato in the dugout and we would have played better. But then you bring in someone like Lee Bowyer, who's just calm. He puts an arm around people. He understands players. He understands the league. And he just says to them, you're good enough. That was what he said in his first interview. Basically, he said, I'll just tell them they're good enough. And that's all you need, because they are good enough. We know that. He's made a massive difference. And I think not just new manager bounce. I think it's a calm reintroduction of the belief that they have as players. And it's worked. You know, we lost 3-0 to Watford, right? But no one was despondent. He wasn't. The players weren't. And I don't think most of the fans were. Watford are a far better team. They're a Premiership team. But we still played well in that game. I think the belief's back. I can see us winning another 2 or 3 games.
I think so too, mate. 100%. Rotherham up next. That is going to be a big test. You know, we've come up against strong teams. Listen, we started this game poorly. We started it poorly, finished it just calm, breezing, swinging our cane through to another 3 points. You know what I mean? Absolutely love it. It's just great to see. If we let's go to Rotherham and let's not say, oh, we don't want to. Let's say, let's get a win. Let's sort it out and let's see where we can finish in this league. We've had a poor season. We could, look at the teams above us. We could climb another couple of places and make it there was not a thing to worry about at all.
Yeah, I think you're right. And every game, we're bringing everyone else into the mix. We're having more of a say in our future. I think that's the big thing. So many times end of the season, we've been reliant on other teams, and we're getting more and more to the point now where it's mattering. It hopefully will start to matter less what other teams do. At the moment, that's not the case. We're still right in the mix, but our momentum definitely seems to be better than a lot of other teams. We've not had massive losses like everybody else. My Barnsley mate's just contacted me. He's very pleased. He's pleased for us and he's pleased for himself. So thanks, Ivan. But yeah, it's just everything's changed. The whole mood's lifted. The players are enjoying playing. And today, like you said, we started badly. We didn't play well today. And yet we still won 2-0. And that says everything about the new impact that the managers have.
Exactly. I've also got to say, fair play to everyone who predicted 2-0 at the start, because you were right. Everyone seemed to be predicting 2-0.
Yes, I did.
I can't remember your prediction, but everyone in the chat who predicted 2-0, fair play.
Give yourself a pat on the back, everyone. And I think there was a lot of positivity. That was the nice thing in the chat early on, and nearly everybody said we'd win 1-0, 2-1, 2-0. So that says a lot, because we genuinely felt that we'd win. And how many times, Joe, have Blues been beating the better teams, and then we felt confident playing a team that we should beat, and we lose? And we didn't do that today. We did a similar performance. We didn't play very well, but we got exactly the same result, and that's the big difference, which I'm really chuffed about.
The quick summary that I would say in this situation is we found a way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We have one plan, don't work. Oh well. We kept going. We kept trying different things. Short throws, medium throws.
Yeah.
Hooking it in. Blasting it. Like, we didn't just give up. We kept pestering them, and we got what we deserved at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a toe-to-toe battle all the way through. And but we just took, again, Stoke, I give credit to Stoke. They really battled against us. They kept us working hard. It was a really tough game, physically tough. But we took our chances. That is, I know it's a cliche, but we took our 2 chances. We made the most of it. And that, again, is the big difference. Because how many times under Karanka will we just not create chances? We'd get 1 or 2 in a game and we'd miss them. We'd make a mistake. And today we only created really 2 or 3 chances. And we scored 2 of them. So all credit to the lads for delivering when previously we haven't. And just quickly to someone who says, George, who asked, when are you going to upload again? I said I'm probably going to do some videos starting in the new season, but I don't know what yet, but I will do something. Because we just learn, we like bringing you a bit of content, don't we, Joe? Got to keep you entertained.
Do it. Subscribe to him in advance. Go search up Swaino on YouTube. Make sure you follow him on YouTube for everything as well. And guys, if you really enjoyed the content today, if you enjoyed the match, make sure you don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and like the video. And we'll be back again for the Rotherham game. Thank you, guys. Everyone in the chat, you are all appreciated, and I can't wait to be back down the ground and see you all.
100%.
See you later, guys, and keep right on.
Keep right on, everyone.